It is movie night. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it's movie night. Oh, yes, indeed. Woo! Hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episode 39 of Love Island UK Summer 2023. And don't forget, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when my next recaps are live. And I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so thank you for your support. It is the morning after Zach and Molly got some in the hideaway. Everybody's just chatting in the morning. I thought it was funny that Uzi and Ty were cuddling in bed for a second. Not cuddling, but just like next to each other under the covers. And I thought that was fun. Just because, you know, they were rivals, sort of. Abby and Mitch get a date and they go paddleboarding. And Mitch is not very good at it, but Abby's pretty good. Mitch falls in like 4 or 5 times. Abby's pretty much, she does it. She's on it. And then Mitch pulls her in at one point. And so they both end up in the water. And then they have a nice little date on the beach and they talk locations and after the show and like, oh, would you move here? Would you move with me? And they both seem, you know, open to each other's areas. That sounded dirtier than I intended it to. Ella and Ty are talking and they're just kind of like, yeah, we've grown together. We see progress, you know, it's going well. And Ella says, we haven't even kissed yet and I've tried. And he says, he licks his lips so you could tell when he was like thinking about it. And he's like, okay. And so then he says, come here. Or he says, come, I think. Which was a little like, didn't like that, Ty. She's not a dog. But he says, come. And they smooch. And so Ella and Ty have sealed it with a kiss. And they are back on officially. Montel and Leah. Leah's unsure of how to get over the, I did it because the guys told me to, with Tink nonsense at Casa Amor. And he's like, okay, well, how do I make it up to you? And she's just like, I don't really know. I need time. And then he just kind of goes, oh, well, you look sexy. And it's like, okay, clutching at straws. Don't use sexy as like a Band-Aid to patch over an argument. Stop it. It's irrelevant. Always beautiful and sexy. It's irrelevant. Mitch and Abby come back from their date. Mitch says he's all in, and Abby says she had a fun time, and she's very happy with the way things are going. And now it's movie night, finally. So the guys and the girls are separated, and they have to answer questions via text, like trivia questions. And then the winners, or the closest guessers to that answer, get to pick a clip to watch of the other side's shenanigans, either in Casa Amor or otherwise, as we shall see. The first question was, what percentage of men turn off the lights during sex? The answer was 25%. And that means the girls won. I don't know what they guessed, so I don't really care. But the girls won, and they picked Mitch's clip. It's like 2 minutes of Mitch backstabbing all the guys in his pursuit of all of the girls at one point or another. Talking smack about Zach, talking smack about Sam, deserved. And talking smack about Zach again with Katie. And then, no, I think that was it. So yeah, everybody's laughing because he's just talking crap about everybody and just acting shady AF. The guys, meanwhile, are like, I actually kind of don't like that. I don't like the way he was acting and lying and talking bad about everybody else in order to make a move. So the guys aren't very happy. Mitch is like, I'm not even sorry, and kind of laughing and giggling, but it's like, ooh, Mitch is gonna have to sort this out later. The next question was, how many hours in a person's lifetime is spent kissing? How many hours in a person's lifetime is spent kissing? The girls pick something astronomically big, and the guys win, and the answer is, 336 hours on average spent kissing during your lifetime. Guys win, and they pick Ella's clip. In Ella's clip, it's a lot of her and Uzi talking and like, oh, I'm closed off, but I'm kind of open to you. I want to see where things go. But nothing happens between the two of them except for a massage. And she's like, oh yeah, this is really good. I mean, obviously, if you're getting a massage, it's obviously going to be good. So she's commenting on how good the massage is in the clip, and Ty's getting a little irritated. And then there's the kiss. They show the kiss under the covers, but it's just Uzi like kissing her cheek or something, like kissing a cheek goodnight. Even Uzi's like, it was just, that's it. And he says that to Ty, and so it's just like, okay, it's fine. Jess starts to snap like, oh, she told you she didn't even kiss him. And then Ty snaps at Jess like, shut up, I'm not even talking to you. And then it's just like, oh, it's movie night, you know. Stop talking during the movies. The next question is, what percentage of women have sex before marriage? And the answer was 74%. And the girls win, and they pick Montel's clip. And this one did not go over well. The clip shows Montel taking Tink up to the terrace, and kissing, like full on making out. And he says that he has more in common with Tink than he did with Leah. He talks to the boys, and they're like, go kiss her, you know, all the stuff we've seen. And they also show Tink and Montel kissing in bed. Leah is very hurt, mostly about the comment about the more in common and about him holding Tink's hand when they were kissing, even though I'm not really sure where to put hands that's appropriate during kissing. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Would you be more upset about the comment, the kissing, or the hand holding in this situation? If you were Leah and Montel did this, which one would you be more upset about? I want to hear your thoughts. Leave them down below. The next question is, what percentage of partnered people have sex every day? The answer is 12%. The guys win that one and pick Leah's clip. Probably okay, well, you did Montel, so let's do Leah's now. And in Leah's clip, it is so sad. It's like just her talking to some guys, like trying to make chat, and then she goes back to the girls and are like, I'm just thinking of Montel. I hope he's being good over there. I just miss Montel, and I want to see him again. And Montel's like watching this, just going like, fuck. So he feels extra shitty. Good. The next question is, what percentage of people will not have sex in another person's home? I guess that means like visiting, like if I were to go visit a friend with my partner, I guess that's what that means. But the answer was 31% would not have sex in another person's house. I don't know if that means with that person. The girls win, and they pick Scott's clip. Scott's clip is nothing. It's him making that joke in the beginning of like, oh, yeah, I miss Catherine, but once the girl's here, I probably won't, haha. And right after that, he says, I'm joking, guys. But they didn't show him say I'm joking. So of course the girls get their panties in a twist and start hemming and hawing about how Scott's lying and playing game. And it's like, oh. And then Leah goes and says that, oh yeah, I thought none of the girls wanted you over in Casa Amor. And he's just like, the fuck? Like, where did that come from? Rude. Scott says, it's because I didn't try to flirt with anybody because Catherine was my number one and I was staying loyal. And Catherine says, oh yeah, here comes the justification. And it's like, bitch, please. He was saving himself for you. Why are you mad at him for that? Why are you mad at somebody for liking you the most? Does anybody understand this? Do you understand why Catherine's upset with him? Leave a comment if you understand, because I really don't. And I'd kind of like some insight, because right now it's looking very one-sided. The next question is, what percentage of 18 to 21-year-olds cheat on their partners? And the answer was 29%. And I guess this was admit to cheating. Could have been higher. The guys win, and they pick Catherine's clip. Catherine's like, I don't even care. I don't know why she's getting all entitled and bitchy about this. She kind of fucked up. Her clip shows her kissing Elam, saying all the girls saying how much more in common she has with Elam than with Scott, how more suited they are together, and Catherine saying, Scott who? And then Sammy for once has a tidbit of wisdom, and I will only allow it this once. He says, what if the shoe was on the other foot? You guys would be fucking pissed, okay, if this was reversed. So don't even start. Then Leah says, oh, well, this is a positive experience for Kat. Just be happy for her. And it's like, if the shoe was on the other foot, bitch, please, you guys would be pissed. And then Scott calls out Leah saying, like, you're fucking rude. And then all the girls get butthurt that Scott finally called out somebody for their behavior because all those girls are acting a fool. So then they get mad at Scott for actually standing up for himself from, like, taking this abuse. They finally move on. This question is, what percentage of people have a preferred side of the bed to sleep on? And the answer was 77%. The girls win and pick Ty's clip. Ty's clip mainly shows him missing Ella, kind of talking to some other girls, but not really, but mainly missing Ella. But then it switches over to him, like, bullying and persuading all the guys to, like, cheat on their girls. Not really cheat because they're not official, but you know what I mean. Ty encouraging everybody to go kiss everybody else and, like, fuck Jess, go kiss her. Oh no, Montel, go kiss that girl. And Sam, go kiss 2 of the girls. And it's like, oh, this is shitty behavior from Ty. And what's shittier is that all the guys were listening to it. The last question of the day, of the movie night, is, what is the average length of time a person has sex for? The answer was 21 minutes. The girls win and pick Sam's clip. Sam's is a bad clip. It shows him kissing Mal, telling Mal how he has more feelings for her in 3 days than he did with Jess in 2 weeks. It shows him kissing Amber, then kissing Gabby, even though Amber didn't want him to, and then going back to Amber, and then just talking smack about Jess. And Jess is sitting there like, wow, and she's just crying. And Sam's like, I was just chatting. It was just chat. I don't know. I told you about this. I told you. Sammy's in the doghouse forever. And Catherine pipes up with, oh, just own it. Shut up, Catherine. Shut up. You're not allowed to talk right now. The movie night is over. The popcorn is a mess. And the audience is not happy with the results. The guys are saying Leah came back with a voice and an opinion after 4 weeks of being quiet because she was talking so much about Scott and about Sammy and all that stuff during the movies. Ty says he has to forgive Ella because she told him everything that happened. He didn't see anything new, and he already said he was going to forgive and forget, so he has to stand by it. Stand by that. Sam says the girls are hypocrites, and if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have been pissed. So the guys are rightfully pissed. On the girls' side, they're bitching about Scott actually standing up for himself after the girls were being unruly and obnoxiously just mean to him about, like, none of the girls wanted you anyway. It's because I was saving myself for Catherine. Like, why are you mad? Ella says the kiss under the covers with Uzi was just on the cheek. Jess feels like a last resort for Sam, which she is. Because of the clip and what he said, she thinks that he just kind of went with her because Mal was dumped, and he would have been with Mal if she was still here. Scott and Leah have a chat. Leah calls him rude, says, how dare you speak to me like that? And Scott's like, you said no one was interested in me. Why are you doing that? You know, and she didn't really have anything to say except he's being rude. And it's just like, well, she was rude first. Scott apologizes, but really Leah should be, because she called him out and said something really, really mean, that no one likes you. That's rude. That's rude. That's rude. So she should apologize first. Leah talks to Montel. She wants more details on the Tink situation. He's like, I'm not going to say that I held her hand. I didn't know I held her hand. You want every little detail? Like, I'm not going to remember. I'm sorry. I said I kissed. I thought that was an important thing. That is what it is. And then Leah's very upset about that. I have more in common with you. And he says, oh, it was just about football. And she's like, yeah, but you followed the boys. And don't compare me to another girl. The episode ends with Sam and Jess. Jess is trying to tell Sam how she feels hurt, how she feels second best, how she feels that he was only with her because Mal was sent home, and that he wouldn't be with Jess if Mal was still here. He says, no, shut up, stop, stop talking, stop it, don't start. The girls are just getting in your head about this. And it's like, no. The girls are calling you out for what you actually is, honey. And Jess is just finally realizing you're a douche. That's all it is. It's just truth. finally coming into the light. So shut up, Sam. He also says that all the Mal stuff was just chat, and I don't know how he explains the kissing. I guess he didn't know how to decide without kissing everybody. But the chat was just chat. It didn't mean anything, apparently. And she says, you know what? If you want to chat, go chat. And so Sam gets up and leaves. And he leaves Jess sitting there crying, like, kind of shell-shocked, like, what the fuck just happened? Sam drains the energy from my life. I don't want to say hate, but I get very angry in talking about this. That is the end of this episode. What did you think? Please leave your comments below. Do you think they did all right with movie night, or do you think they should have gone bigger? What clips would you have shown if you were one of the producers? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.